Hi, everybody. You're very welcome back to the Country Chats podcast. I'll be honest, it's been a few weeks. It's been a few weeks since I've been here with you. It was a very busy summer with my driving juniors dance school. So I had a few summer camps to get out of the way and they ran excellently. Thank God. I think off the top of my head was it 200 kids I had. So it was a very busy summer. So the podcast kind of was left to the side, but I'm delighted to be back today. It's August, it's the end of August, and I'm back again with the last episode of series 3. I've left you hanging, I've left you waiting for the last episode, and what a good one it is. I've been following this lad for a while on Instagram and Facebook. Well, first of all, because I love his first single, which we'll talk about in a second, but also because he's up and coming, and it's great to have the young blood on the show. So Jack Keogh, it is lovely to meet you here on Zoom and lovely to chat to you. How are you?
Not too bad, Sandra. How are you? Thanks for having me on.
No problem at all. Delighted. As I said, I was following you for a while and I knew I wanted to get you on. So yeah, so look, I mean, Jack Keogh, you've just started out, and as I mentioned, the song that kind of drew me to you first of all was, am I correct in saying it was your first single, Dreaming of You?
Yeah, no, it's a great song. In fairness, it's done very well for me, So,
And
I bring it
when did
back.
you bring that out now? Was that pre-COVID or was it during COVID, or what was the story with that?
I originally recorded it back in March now, and only got to release it a year later. So I got it out. I think it was last it was the start of the year anyway. I think it was great to get out though.
Excellent. And you've brought out a few more songs since then. So you've kicked off during COVID, which I suppose wouldn't have been the ideal situation, would it?
Yeah, no, it wasn't great now, but look, I had to start somewhere too, so it
This
was
is
great.
it. And I suppose the thing about it is people might be listening to music more at home or in the car or on the radio. So in that sense, I suppose while you couldn't be out and about promoting yourself, people were probably listening to music more. I was even listening to you before I came on the podcast here, and you've got a good few hits between Facebook and YouTube and Spotify even. So people have definitely reacted to you and reacted to the song.
Yeah, it's great, especially the support I get on Facebook is great as well, and lots of people listen to songs on Spotify as well, so it's great.
That's good to hear. So I kind of skipped straight forward there to the music, but we better go back and tell people where you're from. You're a Wicklow man, am I right? What part?
Yeah, Wicklow, man. Yeah, I live in the Glenavill, County Wicklow, so it's great. I wouldn't be probably well known like a town or that, but it's in the countryside, but sure, it's great anyway.
Stuff. And are you 16 or 17 now? I know you're
16, I've been nearly 17.
nearly 17, and you're going into the dreaded year, the leaving cert.
Yeah, that's the worst of it, yeah.
Are you
And
all set? You're ready? You said you were telling me there you're back to school Monday, so this is your final weekend before you get into leaving cert year.
yeah, back to school Monday now, and have to get back into a routine again, so.
Very good. And have you any idea what's the plan after the leaving cert, or what subjects are you doing? Is music one of them, or what are you thinking?
No, actually, it's very funny. I didn't do music in school, and people are saying why did you not do it, but I just never really, thought of it at the time, So, but I know hopefully now I'll get into music now after it, after the leaving cert.
Very good, great. Well, you're already in it. There's no getting into it now. You're in it, and that's it. And how did the singing start? Like you're saying there, you never done music. I never done music either, and I think I spoke about it in another podcast with somebody. Oh, Evan Lyons, actually. Evan Lyons, banjo player, was on the podcast a few weeks ago, and he never done music either. He's the banjo and guitar player with Robert Mazel, and he never done music either. Which we were discussing, and obviously now with yourself, you're a singer as well, and you didn't do music, and I'm a musician and I never done music. So it just shows that you don't have to do the subjects from the get-go in school. There's ways around it. So that's good for other people out there who might be saying, oh, sugar now, I didn't do music, there's no hope for me, but just shows there is. So how did you get into the music?
I just decided, I used to sing around local pubs and all, and I decided then I was going to record a song, and and my sister got me up to the studio anyway to record. And I recorded
No.
Dreaming of You. It was great ever since that, the song reacted very well. So
it was probably a natural kind of growing up, you were probably thrown up in the kitchen floor to sing for the visitors, and was it that kind of a natural progression with the singing, and then you kind of got old enough to say, well, come here now, I think I'm kind of good, maybe I should record something.
Yeah, I was a bit like that, yeah, but I was great though, in fairness. I always like singing, from a young age.
Very good. And with regards Dreaming of You, am I right in saying, I'm guessing there's a Patrick Feeney influence there, is there?
There is, yeah, I know Patrick is very good. I went to a few of his concerts and all, he's great. And that song was very good as well. And it was an older song too, and not a lot of people knew, like.
Did
So
anyone did you do I know Patrick brought it out, but do you know of anyone else that has recorded it, or do you know any of the other history on it?
no, not really. No, wouldn't have known anyone else to record it, but yeah, no, I said I'd do a different version of it. Change it up a bit, and it's a new kind of tune to it. But I was great. In fairness, I enjoyed too hard now.
It is, and I don't think anyone has brought it out in the last few years. You've homework now. You have to go and research who brought it out before Patrick.
Yeah. Like that, yeah.
Very good. And you came up the west to record, I think, did you?
Yeah, I went up to Roscommon there, Valley 4, and my way in throws, so yeah, great crack recording it, in fairness, I went professional, like, he's very good at it.
No, he is, absolutely. And when you were up there, did you just record the one and Dreaming of You and leave it at that and recorded the others at a later stage, was it?
Yeah. We actually were in lockdown. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks later after I recorded that song. So I said I'd come back down and record Catherine Ann as well after that. So so it was great.
Excellent. So I suppose, look, obviously you're going into Leaving Cert, so you're kind of going to be tied down a bit with you. But have you any plans? I suppose I'm guessing getting out gigging and that kind of thing will be the goal when the live music scene comes back. And I'm sure more songs or albums, or don't worry if you can't tell us anything. You have to keep some things hush hush. You have to build a bit of suspense. But is there anything you can tell us maybe about a few goals for the future, or in the next few months or next year even?
Yeah, well, obviously we're hoping to get out, and do a few concerts and all as well. But no, hopefully now in the end of the year now, hopefully for Christmas, I'll have my album out.
Excellent. And that's something, because obviously I would have done a quick Google before I came on the podcast to see was there anything I didn't know about you. So there we go. I didn't find that info. So hopefully that's news here. You've heard it here on the Country Chats podcast. Jack Keogh album, not a Christmas one, but you'll bring it out for Christmas.
Yeah, bring it out for Christmas, yeah.
Just to confirm, he's not going singing Jingle Bells or anything. Well, he might sing it, but not on his album. It's an album out in time for Christmas, so we can look forward to that. And of course, I'm sure Dreaming of You will be on that. And is it 2 other songs you've recorded now?
Yeah, Catherine and Anne as well, and we have another one in the pipeline as well. So stay tuned.
Jeez, we're getting lots of previews here today. Another single to come out, and then an album. Well, we can. That's great. I love getting a bit inside info here on the podcast. That's great. So we were saying. So Patrick obviously is an influence for you. Anyone else, or obviously I'm sure you appreciate them all, but is there anyone in particular that stands out for you other than Patrick?
Yeah, well, I listen to Derek Ryan. Obviously with young people, he's very good with the songs he has out too. No, Derek is very good, so I listen to a lot of his songs as well.
Very good. So obviously, 16-year-old lad, country music. Well, I don't know about down your way. I mean, look, I know it's popular in Ireland, but with your group of friends, how are they with regards to, are they into country anyway? And, they obviously appreciate what you do, or could they take it or leave it, or do they think it's a load of rubbish? But they support you and what you do, but what's their opinion on the country music scene?
Yeah, I know they support me in fairness, so they're very good to listen to the song a good bit, and anything that's ever going on, they listen to it. So I know it's great, they're very supportive, and they listen to the music a bit as well, so that makes it easier.
The big kind of, you're from a rural enough town or village, are you? So it'd be kind of growing up with them anyway.
Yeah, you'd be growing up with the songs, a lot of people will be too, so it's great,
And do you ever get any slagging? And I always bring this into the podcast, because it's, there's downsides to everything. Have you ever got any little, I don't mean like the lads messing and taking the piss, but have you ever got any slagging that was a bit like, oh, that's not cool?
No, not really, actually, no. It's very surprising probably for a young lad my age, not to get slagged over, but no, not really, no.
That's good to see, and I suppose it's the area you come from, it depends on where you come from. If you're already in a rural village or town, well then it's the norm. But I suppose if you're from bigger towns or that, it might come into it. But that's good to hear. I always bring it up though, because unfortunately, you do see it happening, and it's just, it's the reality of it. So that's good to hear. You have a good support system down there, so.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah, that's very good.
But it's great to see. I mean, look, it's always great to see up and coming artists, but especially somebody your age, it's great to see the 16 and the 17-year-olds kicking off. I know I've chatted to Aoife Leonard before, and Aisling Rafferty, and all these younger ones. So it's brilliant to see coming up the ranks. Do you feel any pressure at all, or you just you seem to me like you're fairly happy-go-lucky, you're fairly relaxed?
Yeah, well, I'm not always relaxed either, but I try to make it like I am. But I know, in fairness, it's a bit of pressure, you're young starting out, but actually, look, you have to start somewhere too,
Absolutely. And like you're going slow and steady. You've your songs bringing them out, you've your album coming out, and timing wise it might be good because the live gigs will be back next year, and it might be just timing enough that you're having your album out and you'll be ready to go hell for leather then after the Leaving Cert, of course. You have to wait till then. You have to wait till then officially.
Yeah, actually, that's it. Yeah.
That's it. No, fair play to you. So I spoke to you about the quick fire round.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so now the pressure is on. Now the relaxed Jack is gone now. Now the pressure is on. So yeah, just a few random questions here, and you can talk as little or as much as you want, and we'll see what happens. So this is the quick fire round with Jack Keogh from County Wicklow. So Jack, have you a favourite American country music singer?
Well, Willie Nelson, I like him as well, and I do like Mel Haggard.
I love how you've just chose like two oldies like of country music scene, nothing modern there. And even when I had Aoife Leonard on a few weeks ago, she was the same. She was like Loretta Lynn, and I think it's amazing that ye younger ones are going for the older ones. You would assume that the young ones like all that modern stuff, but it's not the case at all. It's brilliant. I love that. Brilliant answer. What is your favorite country song to listen to or band if you're going to listen to music now in the car?
This is a tough one now, but I suppose anything from Derek Ryan I'd listen to, and songs, but I've no real favourite song. I suppose I like Hold On To Your Hat, I suppose. I like that song.
Very good, great stuff. Do you prefer to sing a jive or a waltz, or like a faster song or a slower song?
Oh, a jive all day. I like the jive in fairness,
I thought that, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, next question, very important. Can you dance?
Hey, can do a bit of jiving, yeah.
Oh, I'm impressed. Very good. Can you waltz?
No, I can't waltz, no.
Well, if you can jive, I'm sure you can manage it. That's good to hear. So, ladies, if any of you are tuning in now, Jack Keogh can dance and he can sing. So, just saying, double threat going on. Brilliant. Favorite Irish singer? I'm guessing Patrick Feeney, but is there anyone else?
Patrick Feeney, yeah. No, not really. Well, I listen to them all, to be all very good, but I like Patrick in fairness.
Good stuff. Do you prefer going to a concert or a dance, or singing at a concert or a dance? Have you a preference?
A concert, like concerts in fairness. But dancing is good too because a lot of the songs just seem to be fast,
You're between the both. You like both. You're easy pleased.
Oh yeah, either one.
What's your favourite venue? I suppose, look, you haven't been gigging much because of COVID, but is there a favourite venue you have gigged in, or one that you would like to gig in the future?
Well, I wouldn't have a favourite, yet. But I suppose I'd like to play somewhere like the Glen Eagle or somewhere like that. It'd be great to get out there.
Or the McWilliam up here in Mayo. You have to come back. You have to come up here to the West to us here.
Yeah, I wouldn't. In fairness, wouldn't bother me that way.
Very good. Who do you think is your biggest fan?
I don't know at all. I wouldn't know them yet because I haven't met a whole lot of people yet. So.
But in your family, who's the biggest fan in your family?
I don't know who'd be the biggest fan now, in fairness, out of them all. Probably Sinead will be the biggest fan.
Is that your sister?
That's her sister, yeah. Yeah, she'd be big into it. She drives me up to the
first person that has said the sister is the biggest fan. So there we go. Good man yourself. Do you play instruments?
No, when I play a bit of guitar, I know Dream of You and on the guitar, but no, it's something I should look into now and play a good bit more,
Don't be saying no now. You can play a few bits on it. Don't be putting yourself down. Say yes, you can play. You can. Yeah. No, good man. Fair play to you. What's your favourite local radio station? Have you a favourite? Is there one down there near ye that's the local one?
Yeah, we don't really like country one in Wicklow, but this is the KFM though. Because their radio station. I listen to that. It'll be on that a good bit.
That would be the nearest one to you with country, would it?
Probably, yeah. It will be, yeah.
Okay. What's your favourite song to sing?
I suppose Dream of You would be the favourite to sing, It's the one I'm comfortable with anyway.
Excellent. And tell us something we don't know about you, or a secret we might not know about you. Have you any hidden talents, or?
I don't know. It's probably driving would be a big one, I suppose no one would have known, but
did you do any lockdown projects?
No, nothing really, no. No, nothing really. I suppose people might know I play football, I suppose, either.
There we go. So now I get in this row a lot. You're saying football. Are we talking soccer or Gaelic?
Oh, Gaelic, Gaelic.
Gaelic. I have been in my fella's a footballer, you see, a a goalkeeper, I should say, and this route has come up a lot. Soccer, Gaelic, football. What's the difference? So you're Gaelic. And what position do you play?
Midfield at the moment, not too bad.
What's the club? What's the local club?
St. Nicholas. Being be a mixture of Dunard and Navan and again together.
Okay, and what level are you at? Senior, intermediate?
Well, I'm only at minor level at the moment, but where our club is at senior level, so.
Very good. And so have you ever played county, or is that the goal now to play county?
Yeah, well, I played there 2 years ago as I played for the county. You know, I never went for it this year, but yeah, no, it's a lot of commitment this year, but I was that 2 years ago when I played for them, yeah.
Excellent, fair play to you. So ladies, he can sing, he can dance, and he is technically a county footballer.
Yeah.
Technically, he's just took a year or two off to focus on the singing.
Yeah,
Very good. And is no, hurling wouldn't be that big down in Wicklow, would it?
no, it wouldn't be the biggest now, no, but there is a club around too, like that just play as well, but I never chanced to hurling.
No, you had to pick something. And then do you play, are you on the Gaelic team in school as well?
Yeah, I would have been on that, yeah. There was no Gaelic football.
Any big injuries you've ever had?
No, not really, no. I popped out my finger. That's the worst thing that's ever happened to me, so it's not too bad.
Oh, I'm even getting twinges here. And was dislocated, was it?
Yeah. It was no, it's completely out of the joint now, in fairness, but.
Now, okay, so speaking of Ghana now, who is going to win tomorrow between Kerry and Tyrone? That's the first question. Who do you think?
I'd say Kerry will win, they'll score a lot of goals, like, in fairness. And
I agree. I think Kerry are going to win. So now the most important question. Who's going to win the All-Ireland, Mayo or Kerry? Think about who you're talking to now. You're talking to a Mayo woman, just be careful.
No, I'd like to see Mayo win it, in fairness. They haven't won it in a long time, and it'd be great for them, in fairness. A lot of lads haven't won in Ireland there as well, so.
Okay, so you're shouting for Mayo, so.
I'd be shouting for him, yeah. I will.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah, it's all good. So I'm very happy with that. The more Mayo supporters we can get, the better. Jesus, yeah. So yeah. So if you're listening in, it's the day before the semi-final. It's Friday. What date is it at all? It's Friday, 27th of August. So we've 2 weeks to go until the All Ireland. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, so Jack Keogh shouting for Mayo. That's what we like to hear. So Jack, yeah, geez, do you know what? It's great to find out more about you. I suppose, obviously, when I went Googling, just to get a bit of info on, to have my own homework done. I suppose you're only starting out. Well, I say that, I know you're on the go about a year now, but you have to get the ball rolling and get yourself known and all that kind of thing. So you have to. You're doing a good job. Your songs are excellent. You've a very strong voice and a lovely. Oh, I don't even know what the word is to describe it. You put lovely flourishes in. I know there when I was listening to you. You have a lovely way, a lovely style of singing. It's fabulous. Would you ever like to go on Glór Cheer in the future?
Yeah, I'd be open to it, I wouldn't mind doing it, but hey, yeah, let's see what happens, It kind of it depends what happens and where everything is gonna go, so.
I love your attitude. You're just like, whatever happens, go with the flow. And sure, we'll have a bit of crack along the way.
I will. That's it. That's the main thing, isn't it? Enjoy it.
Well, but you know what? You're dead right, and there's no point getting stressed out. You've a good few years ahead of you in the country music scene, so I'd say there's no panic in getting stressed out yet. Considering you're only a year in, Jesus, you could have 30 years ahead of you yet. But no, Jack, it's been lovely to talk to you. Where can people find you if they want to check you out there on social media or all that jazz?
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook. It's Jack Keogh Music on Facebook and Instagram as well. They can find me in all them platforms, and look me up on Google and YouTube as well for the videos, and songs.
Yeah, and you're on YouTube and you're on Spotify as well, because I know 2 of your songs are on Spotify, and you're also on, when you go into Instagram and you want to add music to your video, you're also there as well, which I thought was very cool today when I threw up an Instagram post that I could put your song to it. So that was kind of cool. You've made it when you can get your music on Instagram.
Yeah, well, I suppose, it's a bit of a start anyway, isn't it?
Absolutely, it's a novelty. So that's where you can go and check Jack Keogh out on his Facebook, his Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, and make sure you go and check him out, because I can see big things for this fella here in front of me. He's very laid back and relaxed, which will go a long way If you're not getting stressed out now, it means you'll be fine. You'll be flying it. We can look forward to a new single coming out soon from him. We don't know when, but we'll be waiting. And as well as that, an album will be coming out in a few months as well. So we've all that to look forward to, as well as a bright future, no doubt, I'm sure. So we better let you go and pack the school bag now for Monday. I'd say it hasn't touched now since May. Am I right?
Oh yeah, I know. First hasn't been touched at all.
There's probably still a sandwich and a bottle of water in it, is there?
That probably is, it says. I'll have a rude awakening and say Monday morning.
I was going to say, yeah, you won't be at it now. It'll be a Monday morning job. And but we wish you the best of luck in the Leaving Cert year, and we'll keep an eye on you. And guys, as I said, make sure you go and check out the social media and keep an eye on Jack. And Jack, thank you so much for taking time out of your Friday evening to sit and chat to me about music and Mayo and football and whatever else.
No matter. Thanks very much, Sandra.
No problem. Thank you guys again for tuning in to Series 3. So that was the last episode of Series 3. 3 episodes in, or 3 episodes, 3 series in, so 30 episodes, which is absolutely mad. I have Series 4 lined up, ready to go. When I will bring it to you, I still don't know. Things are busy. Driving Juniors is coming back on a weekly basis. So we'll just see what happens. We'll go with the flow. No pressure at all. We'll aim for every second week at least, and we'll go with the flow. So as always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Jack, for coming on the show, and we'll chat to everyone again soon. Mind yourselves, stay safe, and we'll see you in Series 4.